Does the water level always need to stay below the roots? How much water do I put in once the roots have reached bottom? The water level doesn't always need to stay below the roots, at least not in my experience. We always say for the water level to stay below the roots when you're just starting with moving your plant from soil to leca. So when you just move your plant from soil to leca, you want that root system to be away from that reservoir because those roots are used to living in a soil environment. They're not used to living in a hydro environment. So you want the plant to start getting roots that are used to living in a hydro environment, which is what a lot of people like to call water roots. So there's really no such thing as water roots and soil roots. It's just roots that are used to a hydro environment and roots that are not used to a hydro environment. So when you move your plant from soil to leca, those roots that are used to living in soil eventually actually die off. And then you get roots that are used to living in that hydro environment. So if I look at So when I look at my plant, this is my Hoya here. When I got this Hoya, it was living in soil. I transferred it to leca and I had the plant's roots right at the top, just above a third of the level. And then once those roots get going, they grow, right? And they're growing into the reservoir. Those roots that are now in contact with the reservoir and that are now living in that pot are used to being in the hydro environment. So they're okay to have that water that's in the reservoir touch them. And that's not a problem. That's not a problem that I find. And the only reason, like I said, I'd be reporting that plant is because that pot is becoming too small and the plant is becoming top heavy. So generally having the roots in that reservoir or the roots touching the nutrient solution, because the nutrient solution is a little bit higher, is generally not a problem when you're growing your plants in leca or in semi-hydroponics.